Hello, and welcome back to Scarlet Curiosity. In the last episode, I did stuff at the human village and found out that I was writing bullshit, so now we're gonna go find I guess. But before that, I said in the previous episode that I'd try to read dream journal entry every episode, but then I forgot to do that before the Moko fight last episode, and I said I would do it after the fight, and the fight took so long that I forgot, so now, make sure I don't forget to do it this episode, I'm gonna read them right now. So I got two shorter ones here. The first one's this. This is about this guy who made a YouTube video about how he was dying, and it involved him. He talked about how he had survived multiple assassination attempts that involved people trying to poison him, but then he ended up falling down while sitting on the toilet, and that caused him to go to the emergency room, and now he's dying. And then the other dream I had, it had me and some other dude. We were having a fight, but we were in like a portal room. We were in those portal test chambers for Portal. We had portal guns, and we fought each other, and I beat him. Don't remember how. I didn't write it down. That was it. Anyway, dreams. I don't have to worry about forgetting, because I already talked about it. Anyway, now we're gonna go to the waterfall of Nine Heavens. It's J button, not enter. Enter with Udongi next. I can't believe that article has made rounds all over the Touhou. Scarlet Devil Mansion was attacked, and yet people still suspect a My Lady of being the monster? It's just another day, isn't it? There's an office near the base of the falls. Memory serves me correctly. I should be able to clear some things up if I talk with the tengu there. Anyway, it's this waterfall theme. It's not currently a waterfall yet. So yeah, Moko was a bit harder than I expected her to be. I hope I don't struggle with the rest of the bosses that much, because that could be an issue. Notice when I was going through equipment, I press O. You can discard things, I guess, but I don't know, can I sell anything? Sort by rarity. That'd probably be better. I assume all the rare things are always better. I don't have anything rare for basically my other two slots, do I? So yeah. I did glance at the idea list for things to talk about. And, I have decided on a thing I might want to talk about, but I'm gonna have to actually get the book out to actually, like, make sure that I go over everything. Okay. That was weird. I'm pretty sure in every other previous stage you couldn't fall to your death, but I guess now you can. Can I just... Yep, you can do this anywhere on the stage. Alright then, now I gotta be patient. I swear invisible walls were there, like every other time there was something like this, but I guess there's not now. Weird. Anyway, before I talk about that, one funny thing I wanted to mention. So, people who made this game, they made a game before this. It was a shorter game where you played as Youkai, and then they made this game. And then they made another game, semi-recently. I can jump off the bridge, too. I should just stop jumping, shouldn't I? But jumping is fun. Look at Sakuya, she's jumping. You notice how Sakuya, she's got the one left knife that's pointed face forward, the other one's back. It's cool. Sakuya is cool, I guess. Yeah, they had a newer one called, like, New World or something. And the thing about all three of those games is that, from what I can tell, they seem to be, like, pretty similar in how they work. They seem to be, gameplay-wise, pretty similar. Oh no! Looks like I had the bad luck to show up during non-business hours. Closed for the day. Please come again tomorrow. Business hours 8 to 17. If this office is closed, please visit the Upper Falls branch. Temporary closure notice. Is it possible to read that text? I don't know. Oh, there's a note here. This office is temporarily closed. If you need to speak with me, please visit the Upper Falls branch in a few hours. I guess I have no choice but to come back later. That's a fine. There's something I'd like to check back at the mansion first. What was the part? Come here, Morty! Hi, Mom! Oh, Sakuya, did you find Remy or the monster? No clues as to the monster's whereabouts, unfortunately. I did, however, find a clue that might point us towards Lady Revelia. Does this key look familiar to you? That's the key to the library, but why do you have it? The fairy had mentioned Gimbu Ravine dropped it after I beat her up. Do you remember when it went missing? I don't. Maybe I lost it in all the commotion when the mansion was attacked. I see. I can't shake the feeling that this key will lead me to where Lady Revelia is. But, I swear, when she has like that transition to her opening her mouth, it looks like she's like sticking her tongue out for a second. But what does it unlock? Well, perhaps it's better if I show you. But there always stairs here? This underground pathway leads to a special archive beneath the library. The books are all protected by my magic, so they should be fine even if a couple stray knives hit them. But please, don't get too carried away, okay? Of course, you know how careful I am. Why would I need to fight in some musty old basement? What's down there? Okay. Never mind, we're not going to the falls anymore, now we're under here. Don't make me fight Flandre. For fuck's sake, that's gonna be such a difficult fight. There's no way it'd be this early in the game, right? I never knew that there was some place like this right under our library. Well now. I can sense fairies wandering down here too. Have we been invaded? No, that's pretty unlikely. Perhaps they're guardians, here to protect the books. What? My lady was meeting with the Mizabachili, and that fairy dropped the library key. On top of that, she still hasn't returned. When I look at all that info together, there's a high chance that my lady is somewhere down here. Just seeing Sakuya normally Patchley talks reminds me of how in 11, apparently fucking Patchley sees Sakuya as being no different than a cat. Which is just fucking weird dialogue. You assume they talk to each other like normal fucking human beings, so what if she sees her no different than a cat? Even fucking me. Does she like scratch her fucking ears every time Sakuya shows up to her? Ask if she wants a cat food, a treat or something? Fucking weird dialogue, man. Anyway, yeah, they made a game recently called Touhou New World. It's like this game, very similar gameplay-wise. You might go around, you beat up enemies, and, you know, levels take quite a while. It's pretty big maze-like levels. And I say that because, you know, if you haven't been able to tell, it's not exactly really easy to just sit and talk about this game for too long, because there's not really much to say, because levels go on forever. And, well, they don't go on forever, but they go on for a decent amount of time. And it's really not much to say, because it's just, you know, you walk around, you fight enemies, and then you keep going. Occasionally you'll get a piece of items. You know, equipment. That's the Jake key. Yep, it's just another white headband. Why are what? I was about to ask, why are these fairies carrying this, but then I realized I'm fighting fairy mates who are literally wearing white headbands. So, you know, that's probably why. But yeah, so... yeah, for like the vast majority of the series so far, and will probably continue to be the case in the future, I just talk about random bullshit while playing this game, because there's not really much in the game to talk about. It's not like, you know, like in Sokyo Odyssey, or Ringu's Awesome Holiday, where 90% of that was me talking about the game, because there's many things to talk about, and this is just like, the plot will occasionally happen, there'll occasionally be a boss fight, but other than that, it's just a lot of walking around and killing enemies. Not that it's a bad thing, it's hard to talk about the game for that long. I bring that up because, apparently, because like, as for if I'm gonna play through a new world recently, apparently someone in the comment section of one of those videos was very upset that he talked about other things besides the game for a very long time when playing New World, because, and I'm just like, it's probably really fucking hard to talk about things exclusively about the game when playing New World if it's very similar to this game. So, yeah. That's just, it's very difficult to not talk about random bullshit when playing these types of games, which is why I continue to talk about random bullshit, because what am I supposed to say here? There's a bunch of fairies. I'm currently stabbing them as Sakuya, as I have for every level before this, and I presume I will continue to do every level after this. And again, this is not a complaint about the game, it's just, what do I talk about other than the fact that there's a library? There's just a bunch of shelves. Look at those books. How many words do you think is an average one of those books? How many books do you think? How many words are contained in one bookshelf of this library of many bookshelves? So yeah, what's one thing I mainly want to talk about this part was, you know, I talked about a Lost Word last part, and I talked about good old Lost Word Yobu, who I refer to as Jetstream Yobu, because if normal Yobu is Raiden, then Jetstream Yobu is Lost Word Yobu, because Lost Word Yobu has red source. Why is a luminous pearl, huh? I'd like to be able to sell this stuff. I don't want to just discard all this stuff just to find out later that I could have sold it. Yeah, it's just better. And that just made me want to start talking about, you know, I made my mashup video of the Jetstream Yobu a while ago. And you know, my mashup videos, they're a thing that I did once. Don't really do them that much anymore, except for the Murasa one I did like a month or so ago. But I thought the dumb thing I could talk about was to talk about my thought process behind some of those videos, because they were certainly videos that I made. And then, in order to not forget any of them, I am going to have to actually like get the list out and actually look at it, so I don't accidentally skip any of them. So, the first one, I made a series of mashup videos. I called it UnderTouhou, because it was a mix between Undertale and Touhou, as you can tell by the title. And basically, that was basically my thing, where it's like, I didn't want to do Undertale covers, but I didn't want to just do Undertale covers, and decided to mix it with some Touhou themes. Just think about Touhou themes. I like Touhou music, right? I want to cover Touhou music. But there's some Touhou music where I just don't want to play through the whole thing, because Touhou music has a tendency to be long and have a bunch of key changes, and sometimes they have a piano section that's really hard that I don't want to go through the effort of learning, but I have to go through the effort of learning if I want to play the other stuff and have the full cover. So it's not okay. I can make mashups, because then I can play the part of the Touhou music I actually like and not have to play the harder piano parts that I could be asked to figure out how to play. So, yeah, I decided I could do that for, like, a few themes, and then combine it with Undertale, because I wanted to play some Undertale themes too, and most Undertale themes are pretty short, so if you could, like, play all of an Undertale theme, and then mix it with part of a Touhou theme, you'd have, like, a decent-sized video. So I did that. I made a series out of that, and it started with I mixed Ron's theme with Toriel's theme. And since I started with that, I thought I'd have a little thing where, you know, if Ron is Toriel in this situation, that means you, Mr. Main Character, who's Frisk, I guess, they would be Chen. So I edited in the name to be Chen. So now UnderTouhou has a story where you play as Chen. You go around doing Chen things, and it starts with you beating up Ron so you can go on an adventure. And then you run into Yoshika, who is Papyrus in this situation, because I thought Yoshika's theme went decently well with Papyrus's theme. What's the theme called? Moonstrausel? Moonstrasaurus? I don't know. I gotta watch my health here. I might die again. Yeah, imagine if I was trying to talk about the game right now. If I'm just barely paying attention here. let's just see it. So, Shen, she goes on an adventure. She finds the one and only Papyrus, who's Yoshika. And then after that, what happens after that? Well, then you go and meet, like, Sans, right? Except you don't fight Sans in Undertale. Not in all the non-genocide routes, anyway. But despite that fact, Sans does have a theme. Called, like, the theme that might play when you fight Sans, because you never actually fight Sans when this theme plays. So it's just like a bonus extra theme, and I combined that theme with some Reimu themes, because the joke was that Reimu never does her fucking job. Just like how Sans doesn't do his job. It's like, because he's technically like he along with Papyrus are like royal guards or something, but Sans doesn't fucking do anything. So that was the joke, so I put sitting Reimu there. Because sitting Reimu is funny. It shows that she's a lazy little shit. Yep. And then, what was after that? Fucking Undyne, right? Undyne, yep. I mixed Undyne with Futo and Tojiko. There ended up being a lot of 13 remixes. That wasn't planned, that just ended up how it being. Look at Sakuya doing these little jumping daggers here. Is this where the bosses? Nope, there's more level. Right, so, yep, and I chose Futo and Tojiko because Futo and Tojiko, they use, arrow lasers. And Undyne uses fucking spears, which are basically arrows when it comes to Danmaku. I guess it's a funny story about, fucking Undertale. I played Undertale, like, not long after it came out. It was like 2016, maybe? It's around the time I got to Touhou, too. But I played through that game, did a neutral route, and then I did a pacifist route, and then I did a genocide route. The thing about the genocide route is, basically 2 hard fights in that entire route, and that's the whole thing, because everything else in there is just filler. And you have Undyne the Undying, right? And I beat Undyne the Undying on my second try, because, I was playing through other Touhou games at the same time, so I was, like, decent at, like, shmups at that point. At least good enough to beat Undyne the Undying on my second try. But then I got to Sans, right? Sans kicked my ass for hours, because Sans is not a shmup fight, if you didn't know, which is why I think it's kind of dumb why people compare that fight to, like, Touhou fights. It's not a shmup fight. Fucking 80% of that fight is a 2D platformer. I'm fucking terrible at 2D platformers, so Sans kicked my ass for many hours. Okay, I guess I'll go over here then. Do I really need to? Is there any point in exploring other than maybe we'll get items? I got this experience. I don't know what experience does. I assume it's making me do more damage. Hopefully. Because more damage means I kill bosses faster. More damage means I kill bosses faster. Anyway, yep, Undyne. That was the next one. It was Undyne, and then Futo, and Tojiko. That was the next one. And then after that, what was after that? Fucking... Was the Spider or Metaton next? I think the Spider's next, right? So in Undertale, you have a Spooter. Her name is Muffin. She's a fucking spider. She's a fucking spider! And in the Touhou, you also have a spider. Her name is Yamamses. And so I put them together. And admittedly, that cover is actually kind of shit. Don't go listen to it. Don't. Because I couldn't play one of the parts, so I just played it really slowly. And then, you know, then modern day, when I would have done that, I would have just sped that up, because that's what I do nowadays when I can't play something properly. But back then, I didn't know how to edit shit. I also think I was using, like, a different way of editing videos back then. Because that was forced onto me. Basically, I used to use a different software for editing videos, but then that software ceased continuing. So I had to use a different one. And that other one is just objectively better. So I'm glad they forced me to stop using the other one. But yeah, this spider one, there was a spider and a spider. So Chen, she go fight zombie, then she go fight Reimu, then she go fight spider. And then you had Metaton. and I mixed that theme with Mayumi's theme for some fucking reason. Don't exactly remember why, but that's the one I decided. So then Chen, she go fight Mettaton, who's also Haniwa. And I get that. I don't know, if I still made mashup videos, I probably would because later on, I ended up making, like, mashup videos between Touhou and Lennon, and I'm pretty sure the only reason I never made a mashup between Sakuya's and Mayumi's theme is because I already used Mayumi's theme for an UnderTouhou video, so I thought I shouldn't use it again. But that's besides the point. I'll talk about that later, and at this rate, that later will probably be in a different episode of how slowly it's taking me to talk about this. Which is good, I guess, because holy shit, so I have nothing in the game to talk about until a cutscene happens, so I need to talk about this stuff as slowly as possible. There's nothing in these pots. Never mind, there's a good health charm in these pots. What does a good health charm do? What do you mean, sexy figurine? A type of doll one would be unlikely to find naturally in Tokyo may find popularity among dealers of curious and assorted knickknacks. More HP, less skill. But also lower drop rates, so no. So anyway, Chen, she go fight. Mettaton was also a Haniwa. And then you get to the finale, which was Asgore, because I didn't want to cover anything after Asgore. Actually, never mind, what the fuck am I talking about? I completely skipped one. After Futo and Tojiko, you had Undying. Well, the thing is, Undying also has Undying the Undying and the Genocide route, which, I replaced with Miko, and I put Miko's theme with the Undying the Undying theme. What's that theme called? I don't remember, actually. So I guess, I don't know, I don't think Chen was actually going around killing everyone. I think she basically beat up Futo, and then Miko showed up. That's the story I'm going with, sure. So Miko shows up, and then Chen fights her. And then she goes and fights a spider, and Haniwa. And then she makes it to Yukari, because you see, turns out the plot twist is, this was all a test for Chen to prove herself or something, I guess. That's the story, because the end boss was Yukari, who I mixed with Asgore's theme. And then that was the last part, because I never made any other parts, because I didn't particularly want to cover any other UnderTale themes. Because you have, like, what is that, the Flowey one? Have you heard that theme? That theme's fucking insane. And then it turns into finale, I guess, but that's a rather short theme anyway. And then, like, if I wanted to do Flowey, like, who would I make Flowey? Fucking Yuka? I don't want to cover any of Yuka's themes. I mean, I guess there's, Sleeping Terror, I guess I could cover that one, maybe. But, like, there's the only Yuka theme that I really like, because then you have, like, the other one, I don't even remember the name of it, it's the final boss theme of Touhou 4. It's, like, I do not care for that theme at all, it kind of exists. And then you have, Gensokyo Passive Present, which is really good, but it's also mostly, piano that sounds really hard to play, so I didn't want to do that. So anyway, that's where UnderTouhou ended. It died. No longer exists. I never made any funny skeleton jokes with, Sans. Because I didn't want to learn how to play Megalovania either. I am currently dying, Squirtle. I need to cease dying, Squirtle. Wow, you have quite a lot of health there, Mr. Very... Cinquedia? I don't know what that is. White porcelain pot. Oh, it's not good. Is the Cinquedia a weapon? I didn't mean to. Grab it. gives me more health. More attack. Makes my criticals worse. Sure. The Cinquadilla! What are you talking about, Mario? I don't know what a Cinquadilla is. Down here. Yeah, that's just better in every way, isn't it? Except it gives me less HP. Is that worth it? It's a lot of HP. 22 attack per... fuck it. I would have ordered that. Anyway, that was UnderTouhou, I guess. So that was the first big mashup project. So, seeing as there's still quite a bit level left, despite it only be going for 25 minutes, I guess I can talk about the other mashup videos I made. So here we go. Yeah, gotta get the book. Yep, the book. Just like propped open so I can look at it somehow. No, probably not. Like this. There you go. Doing it. I need to put this pencil somewhere. Right, so when I first started doing mashup videos, for some reason they were all like Sonic related. Don't know why, but they just kind of were. I was just listening to Sonic music at the time, I think. I was going through this giant playlist of Sonic music and trying to find the music I liked. And then I guess around that time I was like, man, I could make mashup videos. The first couple mashup videos are Sonic related. So then you had, you know the hit game Shadow the Hedgehog? Play Shadow the Hedgehog and you shoot things and you find the damn fourth Chaos Emerald? That game. I decided to, the game has a theme, it's called I Am All of Me, and within it talks about how Shadow is all of me, or something. And I decided that would be funny to mix that with some themes from Sakuya, because Sakuya is Shadow the Hedgehog. Because the color scheme. She could also be that one, like, red-haired, she'd also be that one anime girl that has, like, the same hair color from that one show that I don't remember the name of. Good luck, charm. Yeah, let's just newest first. Alright. Good luck, charm. It's bad. That's also bad. That's also bad. It's also bad. Everything is bad! It's called Patchless Chamber of Secrets, huh? So yeah, the first joke was that Sakuya Sonic is Shadow the Hedgehog. That was the first joke. The second joke was that Nazrin is Eggman. And you know why Nazrin is Eggman? Have you ever seen that picture of Nazrin in a giant egg costume? That's funny. Nazrin is Eggman, which is a fucking egg. That was the second joke. The third joke is that Sumireko is Silver the Hedgehog. Why is Sumireko Silver the Hedgehog? Because they're both annoying as fuck. Not really, but because then I could say she's Silvereko. That doesn't make any sense, but that was the title of the video, I think. So that was the first three. It's all Sonic related. How fucking long is this level? I'd like this level to end before I move on, because talking about the Sonic ones is kind of a good place to stop here. Maybe continue the conversation in the next episode, because you know I'm not going to be able to talk about anything while I fight the boss. You remember how Moko went? It doesn't appear this level is ending anytime soon. I mean, look at all these guys. Don't these fairies work for me? They don't work for me, they work for Millie. I'm pretty sure Sakuya is like the boss of these fairies, but they're all fighting her. Good! Okay, don't die here like a fucking idiot. Get your health. You have to pay attention to the game. Yeah, it's very much a mindless. It's like a lot of the stages are kind of mindless, so then you get to the boss and suddenly it's hard. It takes a bit to get adjusted to, you know? Here's the stairs over here. I've not explored everything yet. I need to explore. Explore the world. There's many pots over here. Oh yeah, I guess I've mentioned before that, you know, I like when I see comments, because comments are really, because at least comments let me know that people are actually watching my videos, because, you know, when the views go up, I guess that's nice, I guess, but I'm used to it at this point, where when the views go up, they're eventually going to go down, so I don't really get used to it. I don't really get used to it or anything. I just like it when, you know, when the views go up, sometimes people comment, which makes me know that real people watch my videos, so... someone commented on one of the Touhou 15 videos that apparently they listen to my videos while they're, like, running on the treadmill at the gym or something, so... I thought that was nice to think about. I am someone's, at least for a little bit, I was someone's workout noise, background noise. Anyway, here's that. My lady. Oh, Sakuya, how'd you know I was here? The ferry was the key. Well, had the key. Anyway, as you probably guessed, it looks like I was locked in down here. I heard something going on above. The monster you've been talking about attacked the mansion, and no one here could stand against its power. Do you mean to tell me that even though... Do you mean to tell me that even you were defeated by this thing? Of course not. I was away from the mansion when the monster struck. Well then, Sakuya, it sounds like you're just the person to deliver our vengeance to this vile perpetrator. Are you sure? I thought you'd want to fight it. Unfortunately, I have other things I have to tend to at the moment. If it defeats you, then I suppose I'll fight it. But you'd better not lose, okay? Show that master who you're messing with. If that's what you wish, I'll do my best for you, my lady. You can take care of it by yourself, right? You wouldn't have asked me if you didn't think I could. I don't foresee any problems. That's what I like to hear. Oh, almost forgot. Besides that matter, I have a small favor to ask you. Corin, though, has something for me that I'd like you to pick up. Can I sell my shit there? Corin, though, is it? Very well. I have some time, so I'll drop by his shop on my way to the waterfall. Thanks. Could you just hand off the package to Patrick later then? Certainly. Great. Well then, I better be off. Alright, I need to get serious about finding that monster now. Hello, actually. I heard you met Ruby down there. I did. She said she had some business to take care of. So she already left. Yep, I saw her flying away. But as things stand, we've got busted up house. Remy's being accused of being behind this, and the monster's still at large. Something about this doesn't feel right. How so? Why have bad things only happened to us? I don't know, maybe the tengu tried to set us up. I don't think that's it. All we can do right now is keep investigating, and leads will find. You're leaving for the waterfall soon, right? You know, Sakuya, I think you're doing a good job. Would you like a cat treat? Working here, I suppose you naturally learn towards the graveyard shift. Comes with the territory, by the way. May I ask you something? Lady Revelia told me to pick up a passage from Corinto and give it to you. Do you know anything about it, Miss Patchouli? I can't say that I do. Well, that's fine. All I need to do is stop by and get it then. I would like that treat though. Please? Alright, next part. Go to Corinda. There wasn't even a boss fight there. It still took over half an hour, jeez. So next part, we'll go to Corinda, and I'll continue this really long conversation. See you then, bye.